Welcome to Find Myself Free, the podcast, where we break up with booze, balance our hormones, and heal from the inside out. I'm Ellie Young, certified alcohol-free life coach and functional nutrition practitioner in training. And I'm here to help you break free from the drinking cycle and unlock your best health. After decades of gray area drinking, I was fascinated by my own capacity for change. Now I've made it my mission to pay this gift forward by sharing the biggest game-changing lessons from neuroscience to positive psychology to functional nutrition, all so you can take back your power, balance your hormones, use food as medicine, and feel better than ever. Sobriety is just the beginning. Let's heal, thrive, and create a life you love. Let's dive in. I want to tell you something that could completely shift how you approach taking a break from alcohol. It's called Stop Drinking with Cycle Syncing, and it's the first program of its kind that helps you reduce or quit drinking by working with your hormonal cycle, not against it. Most programs completely ignore this, but your cycle impacts everything: your motivation, your energy levels, your sleep, your cravings. And here's the part no one's talking about. There are actually two specific phases in your cycle when you're more vulnerable to reaching for a drink. Not because you're weak, but because your brain and body are wired differently during those times. This program gives you the roadmap to understand why you feel the way you do and how to support yourself with compassion instead of shame and blame. So you're going to get phase-based nutrition guides and meal plans, grocery lists tailored to your cycle, and all of the content are bite-sized audio lessons so you can listen while you're walking, driving, folding laundry, because I know you're busy. You can start at any time and move at your own pace, and it's all designed to help you feel better faster by syncing your habits with your hormones. So if you're sober curious, looking to cut back, or just want to understand your body on a deeper level, this is a game changer. Head over to findmyselffree.com to learn more and join Stop Drinking with Cycle Syncing today. All right, let's get into the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Find Myself Free. Today, we are talking about doing the most. Doing the most is not a wellness plan. It is a burnout recipe. Have you heard of this? Some people, it's an acronym, DTM. DTM, they'll say, I'm doing the most, right? I have totally lived this. I always have been the kind of person who thought if I was just doing more, if I just pushed harder, I would finally achieve whatever this thing I'm trying to achieve, right? But this was a lie, right? You've probably been told if you want to be healthy, you have to do everything. I am totally somebody who fell for all this. Perfect workouts, the trendiest wellness hacks, the right supplements, biohacking protocols, and don't forget mindset and morning routines, right? I have coached so many of these aspects. Oh, and don't forget to be calm and present, especially while you're a mom and trying to do it all. But here is the truth. Trying to, quote unquote, do the most for your health, it may be adding more stress to your life. I know it does mine, especially if while you're trying to do the most, you're still ignoring the one habit that quietly undermines everything and that keeps you stuck in survival mode. You know the one I'm talking about, alcohol. But I am so guilty of this doing the most mentality. I keep adding things to my wellness routine. And honestly, I don't need another routine. I probably just need more sleep, less stress. I need to do less. I need to hang out with friends more. It's that simple. So I'm coaching myself here, but I wanted to take a concept that many of you may be attempting right now and help you do less, but do it really well. Okay. So that is detox. We just came off a holiday weekend, Memorial Day, and detoxing isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about clearing the stuff that doesn't belong, including the over efforting, right? That hustle culture that has trained us to worship this idea of doing the most, right? Adding another thing to your wellness stack. Today, we are myth busting the belief that detox is about punishment or restriction, and we are showing why doing less strategically is your ticket to real healing. Okay, so where did this myth come from? This detox means deprivation narrative, and that wellness equals this doing the most hustle mindset. They're deeply intertwined, okay? Diet culture tells us that detox means green juice, starvation, misery, and just like avoiding all your absolutely favorite things, right? And that you're going to feel terrible. It's going to be hard. And wellness culture also has glamorized doing the most, right? IV drips, infusions, right? Anti aging infusions, cold plunges. I'm totally guilty of this. Boot camps. How about all the trackers available to us? Aura rings, protocols, perfection, red light masks, meditations. Oh my gosh, right? Instagram loves a $200 wellness routine and a perfectly styled smoothie bowl. By the way, again, I have been a part of this culture. Like, I am recognizing this. Again, I'm calling myself out. And let's be real, the alcohol industry has thrived when women believed that wine is self care, that wine is after you're doing the most with your wellness hustle stack, wine is your self care. And let's not talk about how much it's undoing all of those efforts, but let's just believe that it's play hard, work hard, play hard, right? Enjoy your wine. This myth has stuck because it made people feel like they were in control if they were working hard for their health, right? I am so guilty of this. Like, I thought because I was doing all these healthy things that I deserved the drinks at the end of the day. Brands could sell me more solutions if the if my problem never felt solved, right? If I was still waking up tired, bloated, bloodshot eyes, my skin doesn't look great, I wasn't thin, I wasn't losing weight. So, you know what? I need another wellness stack, right? Hustling gave me a sense of worthiness, especially for other high achieving women, right? In your 40s and you've been raised on that work hard, play hard culture, right? But here's the real deal. And here's what we now know from science, from my own personal experience. Detox is a built in biological process. Okay. You do not need to go spend money on an expensive detox. Your body is designed to detox naturally. It's doing it right now. It needs the right inputs, it needs minerals, hydration, sleep, supporting health, liver supporting health, and nervous system balance. It sounds like a lot, but it's really pretty simple. And alcohol, it's disrupting all detox pathways. Okay, it's depleting your minerals, magnesium, calcium, zinc. It's damaging the gut lining. Hello, leaky gut. This is basically just where your gut becomes porous and all the bad things sneak through, creating like systemic inflammation, which causes basically every health system in your body to go haywire. It hijacks your hormones, your cortisol's up, your progesterone is down, and estrogen becomes dominant, causing all that bad PMS. It disrupts your sleep. It blocks REM sleep, which is so critical to your emotional stability. And ironically, it increases the very stress that you're trying to calm down, right? So, what actually works when it comes to detox? Here's the truth. Your body already knows how to detox. It's doing it right now. But that system can get overwhelmed, especially if you're pouring in alcohol, processed foods, if you're super stressed and you're sleep deprived. Real detox, it's not about deprivation, it's about daily support. So here is a simple strategic routine that does more than any expensive juice cleanse could. Simple, simple. Start your morning with lemon water and electrolytes, right? You could literally just sprinkle sea salt into your water. Hydrate your cells and support your liver first thing in the morning before caffeine, okay? Lemon water helps with bile production. This is going to help with digestion and electrolytes, especially magnesium and potassium. People are chronically low in these things. This will help restore minerals lost to stress, sweat, or alcohol. Just lemon water. So simple. Go order some lemons right now on Amazon. Do you do Amazon grocery delivery? I do. Next, add cruciferous veggies If you can do it twice a day, gold star. Think broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. These contain why can't I say that today? Sulforaphane and indole 3 carbinol. These are compounds that support your estrogen detox, and it's supporting phase 1 and phase 2 detox pathways in your liver. I won't get into that because it's kind of complicated, but just know it's supporting all the ways that your liver detoxes. Next, we want to combat inflammation. Okay. How do we do that? Food, omega 3s, and antioxidants. Okay. How do we get our omega 3s? Eating healthy fats like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds. How do we get our antioxidants? Colorful produce. Think of the rainbow. We want all the colors of the rainbow: berries, greens, beets, nuts, seeds. Try to incorporate the full rainbow. You get all that variety, all of nature's medicine, all of the different polyphenols that are in these different antioxidants. It's basically you're just giving your body all that nature has to offer in the way of health. These soothe the gut, they protect the brain, and they actually help your body want more of that nutrient dense food. So if you are crowding out, if you are putting in so much good, healthy stuff into your body doesn't crave the Takis. Your body doesn't crave the fast food because you are actually starving out the gut bacteria that eats that stuff, and you are nourishing all of the good bacteria that is going to call for more of this healthy food. So the next step is feed your gut like it runs the show, because it does. Everything starts in the gut. Most of your serotonin, your feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. If your microbiome is off, your mood, energy, and cravings will be too. Simple, simple. Again, all you have to do is add a couple bites of fermented food. I keep a bag of sauerkraut in the fridge. I have coconut yogurt every day. If you can have dairy, you can do regular yogurt. You can do kefir. You can do miso. So those are your there's so many fermented foods. I also do beet kvass juice, which I buy on Amazon. It's great, just a shot of that. Um, you also need to include a prebiotic fiber. Again, this is very simple. Some really easy ones are onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, apples. Google prebiotic fiber. It's basically just a bunch of fruits and vegetables. And if you eat that, then you're going to be feeding the gut bacteria, which is going to help keep things moving along in your gut, right? We have to add the bacteria with the fermented foods, and then we have to feed the bacteria with this prebiotic fiber. So eat the rainbow. Lots of variety equals microbial diversity, which equals resilience. All right. And next, we want to keep another simple step: move and sweat to boost your detox pathways. You don't need to do a HIIT workout every day. You don't need to do a bunch of cardio every single day. You just need circulation and sweat. Dry brush to open up your skin's detox channels, right? So you can sweat, walk in the sunshine, hello dopamine and vitamin D. Get in a sauna or a hot yoga class a few times a week if possible. This is how we help eliminate things through that particular detox pathway. There's lots of detox pathways in our body. We can literally poop things out, we can sweat things out, and our liver can help move things out through, by breaking it down, metabolizing it, right? Lastly, protect your sleep like your hormones depend on it, because they do. Hormones, cortisol, insulin, these sit at the top of the hormone hierarchy, right? A lot of people don't understand cortisol and insulin as hormones. They only think about sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone. But those estrogen and progesterone are impacted by your levels of cortisol and your levels of insulin, right? And your sleep is going to impact those. So sleep is king. Sleep is like at the top of everything. It's going to affect everything. So no screens an hour before bed. Have some magnesium or herbal tea at bedtime. Lower the lights, deepen your breath, be the baby you're tucking in. I always think about that. I'm tucking my little baby self in tonight, right? These are not trendy hacks. These are your biological non-negotiables. And when done with consistency, not intensity, not strictness, they build momentum and actual resilience. So to recap, I went into these in detail, but literally this is a simple list. Drinking lemon water, add some electrolytes, a little salt, eating cruciferous veggies, supporting your detox pathways with fiber, sweat and movement, sleeping well, and managing your stress so you don't get into a place where you want to self-medicate. And honestly, the best detox I've ever done, it's just ditching alcohol. That one shift created space for literally every other wellness win. It's like dominoes. Now, why does this matter? Okay, these myths keep women exhausted, right? Doing the most, detox is deprivation. We are waking up at 5 a.m., we are cold plunging, but then we're drinking wine at 7 p.m. to relax because we've worked so hard. We're tracking our cycles, but we're ignoring how alcohol disrupts ovulation and depletes our progesterone. We're spending money, time, and mental energy trying to glow up while we're still tethered to the one habit that blocks that glow from ever landing. This hustle for healing cycle creates burnout masked as discipline. Oh my God, that's me. Shame when nothing works, and constant second guessing. Why don't I feel better, right? Here's the reframe. We're going to do less, but we're going to do it better. You don't need more apps, hacks, or heroic efforts. You need to detox with consistency, not punishment. We need to ditch alcohol, not your joy. You need to honor your body's biology instead of fighting it. Here's what doing the most actually looks like in this season. Drinking mineral-rich water before coffee. That's your electrolytes. Lemon water. Eating veggies that help your liver process estrogen. Creating bedtime rituals that calm your nervous system. Moving daily, but not obsessively. And saying no to alcohol and yes to awe. Detox isn't deprivation. It's a love letter to your future self. Okay? Here's the takeaway and a challenge for you. Let's bust the myth that health requires hustle. Instead, ask yourself, what's one thing I can remove this week that's quietly working against me? You know what it is for me? And I'm really taking this to heart, is my 6 a.m. yoga class. I love it. I love the teacher. I love the class. I love how my body feels. But that 5:15 a.m. wake up is, I think I need more sleep. I actually think I'm not getting enough sleep because my kids are staying up later and it's hard to get them to bed. And I need to go to bed at like 9 if I'm going to get enough hours. And I'm just not going to bed at 9. I'm going to bed at like 10:30, and it's killing me. So I think I'm reconsidering that habit. I have another challenge for you. Take my free quiz. What type of drinker are you? It's on my website, and it's on my blog page. Uncover the subconscious beliefs keeping you in the loop, in the drinking loop, and learn how your cycle might be making it even harder to say no. So this is a fun little quiz that I created because it helps you get to the root of like, what type of drinker am I? Right. And by the way, there's 5 of them, 5 or 6 of them. I was all of them at one point or another. Right. So, but it's a fun way to kind of pinpoint like, what are the beliefs driving my drinking? Or if you're ready, come explore Stop Drinking with Cycle Syncing. This is the first of its kind framework that aligns your hormonal biology with your alcohol-free goals. Let's do less, but let's do it with precision, not punishment. You do not need to hustle harder. Let's detox from doing the most. Let's do less, but we'll do it well and start feeling our best. I am with you. You got this.